Can love truly survive when the roar of center court fades, and the only sound left is the whisper of the tabloids? It is a cruel question, one that every British sports fan has silently wondered. Behind the flawless serves, the gladiatorial battles, and the glittering trophies, can tennis stars ever find peace in their private lives? Tonight, we begin a journey that doesn't stop at match points or Grand Slam titles. It cuts deeper into the fragile and explosive territory where passion for the game collides with passion for another human being. And so begins our countdown of the most captivating British tennis couples of 2025. These are stories not just of victories, but of survival, against the press, against injury, and sometimes against each other. Number 9, Liam Broady and Eden Silva. It began with a joke, not a thunderous rally, not a headline-making final, but a half-muttered line exchanged in the corridors of the National Tennis Center. Liam Broady, the hard-working left-hander who had seen his share of battles on challenger courts, had not expected that one playful comment would change the rhythm of his life. Yet Eden Silva, with her calm presence and her own quiet fight to climb the doubles rankings, responded. That was 2022. Since then, they have built something rare in British tennis, a relationship deliberately hidden from the noise. While cameras focused on Wimbledon's brighter stars, Broady and Silva chose evenings in, training together, small trips, the ordinary intimacy that fame often denies. And yet, make no mistake, this is not a story without drama. For Broady, the struggle to stay relevant on the men's circuit was relentless. Losses piled up, critics whispered, but Silva became his anchor, reminding him that identity is not measured only by scoreboards. Their love story is not glamorous, not a headline designed to shock, but in its simplicity lies its power. In 2025, when Broady spoke to a journalist and admitted that dating a fellow player had kept him sane, fans realized they were witnessing something extraordinary. Two athletes turning chaos into calm. Number 8, Frances Tiafoe and Ayan Broomfield. From quiet corridors to the bright flash of Hollywood, if Broady and Silva represent the understated, Frances Tiafoe and Ayan Broomfield embody spectacle. Theirs is a romance that Britain follows almost as eagerly as America does, for Broomfield's path from UCLA tennis courts to the silver screen made her a star far beyond the baseline. They met in 2015 through a mutual friend, but their lives could not have taken more different routes. Tiafoe, with his infectious smile and booming forehand, stormed onto the world stage. Broomfield, meanwhile, slipped into roles that blurred sport and art. Her most famous? Portraying Venus Williams in the Oscar-winning King Richard. Suddenly, she was more than an athlete's girlfriend. She was a name in her own right. And here lies the tension. Fame can fuel, but it can also fracture. Every red carpet appearance, every Instagram post sparked questions. Are they in this for love or for the cameras? Tiafoe at times has struggled with consistency on court. When defeats came, critics were swift to point at distractions, but those closest to the couple insist otherwise. That Broomfield's independence has strengthened him, that her willingness to live outside tennis has kept his own passion alive. The British public, always skeptical of glitz, has learned to watch them with a mixture of awe and suspicion. They are a couple that challenges tradition, a couple that dares to be both lovers and individual stars. Whether this balance can hold in the unforgiving years ahead is a question only time will answer. As we move deeper into this list, the stories grow sharper, the emotions heavier. If number 9 was about quiet resilience, and number 8 about dazzling spectacle, then number 7 and 6 will take us into the dangerous territory where love itself becomes a risk. Number 7, Alina Svitolina and Gael Monfils. When Alina Svitolina and Gael Monfils first revealed their relationship, fans called it a fairy tale with an expiry date. 2 stars, 2 egos, 2 relentless travel schedules. How could it ever last? Yet here they are in 2025, not only still together but stronger than ever, having survived pressures that would have shattered lesser bonds. Their wedding in Switzerland was a spectacle, but the real story was never in the photos. It was in the moments the cameras missed. Monfils battling injuries that nearly ended his career, Svitolina juggling motherhood and a professional comeback amid the turmoil of war in her home country, Ukraine. She became a symbol of resilience on court, he of perseverance off it. Together, they showed the world that tennis couples aren't defined only by glamour but by grit. Still, the drama was real. In 2022, whispers of a split circled the press when they temporarily stepped away from social media. Fans speculated endlessly. Was the fairy tale cracking? Yet when Svitolina stormed into a Wimbledon semifinal, Monfils was in the stands, standing and clapping with tears in his eyes. For many, that was the moment the doubts died. Their love story is less about spectacle and more about survival. In an era where many couples dissolve under pressure, Svitolina and Monfils endure. But endurance is not the same as ease. And one wonders, how many battles still lie ahead? Number 6. Denis Shapovalov and Minaur and Boulter. Some relationships are whispered about. This one shouted itself into existence. Denis Shapovalov, the Canadian shotmaker with fire in his eyes, and Minaur and Boulter, the Swedish fighter who rarely makes headlines but never stops pushing, have been inseparable since their teenage years. They announced their engagement in 2023, celebrating 6 years together. But the truth is, their bond has always been tested by asymmetry. Shapovalov, a Grand Slam contender, travels with entourages and media shadows. Bjorkland, ranked far lower, often fights in near-empty stands. Critics ask, could such imbalance breed resentment? Could she continue to support his dreams while chasing her own? The answer, so far, is yes. Their social media posts show laughter, late-night karaoke, small joys that hide the exhaustion. And yet, fans sense the cracks. In 2024, after a series of Shapovalov defeats, tabloids suggested that too much focus on romance had dulled his edge. His defenders countered, Bjorkland is his balance, not his burden. It is a love story as fragile as it's fierce. Every win for him feels like a win for her. Every loss, though, cuts them both. They are a couple constantly tested by the scoreboard, and in tennis, the scoreboard rarely shows mercy. Number 5, Broady and Silva, revisited with intensity. Though already mentioned among the British ranks, placing them higher up the list reveals something overlooked: the sheer cultural weight of a homegrown romance. For Britain, still hungry for tennis icons beyond Murray and Raducanu, Broady and Silva offer something relatable. A reminder that love can thrive without superstardom. Their relationship is not splashed across red carpets or tabloids. It is found in long practice sessions, in shared disappointments after early exits, in the gentle nod of support before stepping onto court. In 2025, when Broady hinted that Silva's belief in him had kept him from retirement, it sent shivers through British fans. Could this quiet love story be the nation's secret weapon? Yet doubt lingers. Without the cushion of fame or major trophies, will the public lose interest? Or does their very humility make them more powerful than the glamorous, drama-fueled couples that dominate headlines? The countdown grows more dangerous now. The next couples are not merely surviving. They're redefining what it means to love under the brightest, harshest lights in tennis. Secrets, scandals, and social media storms wait ahead. Number 4. Daniil Medvedev and Daria Medvedev. It is easy to dismiss Daniil Medvedev as the Iron Man of tennis. Stoic, relentless, unshaken by pressure. But behind every slice of his unorthodox backhand and every ice-cold press conference lurks a truth that British fans have grown to respect. He would be nothing without Daria. Their love began when they were still teenagers in Russia, long before the money, the crowds, or the Grand Slam victories. Daria, a player herself, understood the game's cruelty. But when she gave up her career to stand at Daniil's side, it was not an act of surrender. It was an act of strategy. She became his constant, his anchor, the one person who could untangle his stormy moods and translate chaos into calm. In 2025, with 2 children under their care, the Medvedevs are not just surviving, they are thriving. Yet the sacrifices are impossible to ignore. Daria traded the spotlight for a quieter life, and critics often ask whether this imbalance is sustainable. Can love endure when one career eclipses another? Or does true love mean choosing invisibility so the other can shine? For Daniil, the answer is clear. Every trophy he lifts carries her fingerprints. Number 3. Badosa and Tsitsipas. Few couples in tennis attract as much attention, or as much skepticism, as Badosa and Tsitsipas. Dubbed Tsitsidosa by fans, they are the embodiment of glamour in the social media age. They post holiday photos from Mykonos, exchange flirty comments on Instagram, and never shy away from public affection. But beneath the glitter, there is turbulence. In 2023, rumors of a breakup shook their millions of followers. Unfollows on social media became headlines. Their joint appearances dwindled. Yet like a soap opera that refuses to end, they reconciled, stronger or perhaps more cautious than before. On the court, the effect is undeniable. Tsitsipas' focus has wavered during their rocky periods, while Badosa has openly spoken about mental health struggles exacerbated by fame. Together they have built not only a relationship, but also a brand, one that thrives on the razor's edge between love and spectacle. Fans love them, critics mock them, but everyone watches. And maybe that is the point. In Britain, where understatement is valued over drama, Tsitsipas fascinates precisely because they seem like the opposite of restraint. They are unapologetic, fiery, and unpredictable. A reminder that in modern sport, love is not just private, it is a performance. Number 2, Alex de Minaur and Katie Boulter. Now we step closer to home. If Tsitsipas is the show, Alex de Minaur and Katie Boulter are the hide. Together since 2021, they have become Britain's most cherished tennis couple, quietly, consistently proving that romance can coexist with excellence. 2025 marks 5 years together, and in that time they have given fans countless memories. Who can forget their mixed doubles appearances, where smiles and stolen glances carried as much electricity as the rallies? For once, love did not look like distraction. It looked like teamwork. Yet this story, too, carries tension. Boulter has fought injuries, her ranking rising and falling with cruel rhythm. De Minaur, meanwhile, has carried the burden of being Australia's great hope, often praised as the heir to Hewitt. Supporting each other has not been optional. It has been survival. For British fans, Boulter's presence makes the story intimate. Every roar she gives at Wimbledon feels like a roar for all who watched her grow up in the grass. And with Alex standing beside her, the couple has become a symbol, not of fleeting passion, but of endurance, charm, and loyalty. They are not just partners in life, they are doubles partners in destiny. And in 2025, they remain the crown jewel of tennis romance, second only to one. Only one couple remains. And this, dear viewer, is where fact blurs with rumor, where headlines collide with whispers. The number 1 pair on our list is both the most tantalizing and the least confirmed, an unspoken story that could reshape the way we see the sport itself. Number 1, Carlos Alcaraz and Emma Raducanu. And here we arrive at the most whispered about pairing in modern tennis. Carlos Alcaraz, the golden boy of Spain, a phenomenon hailed as the future of the sport. Emma Raducanu, the British prodigy who stunned the world at the 2021 US Open, only to face years of injuries, surgeries, and a media frenzy that never truly gave her peace. Individually, they are magnetic. Together, they are a storm. For years, rumors circulated, sightings in New York, training sessions shared quietly in Spain, paparazzi shots of dinners after tournaments. Each moment ignited speculation. Were they just friends, sparring partners, or was something deeper brewing beneath the surface? Neither ever confirmed, yet neither denied. And that ambiguity, so deliberate, so calculated, only fueled the fire. Then came the bombshell. Whispers that they would team up in mixed doubles at the US Open 2025. When their names appeared on the draw sheet, the internet exploded. British fans clung to the idea that Emma, long searching for stability, had found it in the world's most exciting young player. Spaniards declared Carlos had finally chosen a queen to match his king-like rise. The stands were packed, cameras zoomed not only on forehands but on glances, smiles, subtle gestures, and yet nothing concrete. No hand-holding in public, no declarations of love. Instead, the mystery itself has become the headline. Some call it genius branding. Others say it's cowardice, an unwillingness to face the truth. But maybe, just maybe, this is the modern love story. One that thrives not on certainty, but on intrigue. For Raducanu, linking her name with Alcaraz could mean redemption, a shift in narrative from injuries to intimacy, from decline to a new beginning. For Alcaraz, it is a dangerous gamble. He already carries the weight of Spain's expectations of being the heir to Nadal. Adding romance to the storyline risks distraction, scandal, even backlash. And still, the world cannot look away. For now, they remain the sport's great unconfirmed romance. 2 players standing on the edge of friendship and something more, leaving fans and media dangling in suspense. So what have we learned from this countdown? That love in tennis is never simple. It is not just candlelit dinners and red carpet smiles. It is late-night flights, lonely hotel rooms, relentless training sessions, and the constant hum of criticism. It is victory shared, defeat endured, and reputations risked. From the quiet resilience of Liam Broady and Eden Silva, to the dazzling spectacle of Tsitsipas, to the rumored storm of Alcaraz and Raducanu, every couple teaches us the same lesson. Love may be the most difficult match of all. And perhaps that is the question we leave you with tonight. Is love in sport an anchor or a burden? Does it build champions or does it break them? We want to hear from you. Which couple inspired you most? Which story left you doubting, questioning, even unsettled? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let the debate begin. And if you enjoyed this journey through the most captivating tennis romances of 2025, don't forget, like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Because in the world of sport, as in love, the story's never truly over. It's only waiting for the next chapter.